Hi everyone, Caro here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here we are together with another Daily Tarot performance for the first 2 days of December this time. So we have started the Daily Tarot journey once again. And we have first performed a reading for the 27th and 28th of November, then we did for 29th and 30th of November, and now here we are going to perform for the 1st and the 2nd of December, the first 2 days of the last month of 2023. And let's have a look what times, energies, circumstances, potential situations or issues may arise at this time. I'm going to use a different deck this time. I have used this deck I think before in another daily series, so I am back. For those who are also curious about this deck, I can also leave a link in the comment section if you want, if you are interested to check it out. Now, the first message for this first 2 days of December, we have the okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's this bluish colors. I am greeting you today. Many blues. I have also put my blue stone ring. Yes, just and here I picked this bluish again oracle, it seems, for today. Yeah, blue is everywhere with us. I love the color blue. So we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. This deck has the painters painting concepts of the couldn't pronounce, pre-Raphaelite painters. So it's like late 19th century, I think. So we have also the Eight of Wands. Look at the, I think they are moths, then butterflies. Can't figure out the species, but it's a beautiful way to describe a Eight of Wands. Okay, so the next message, we have the Five of Swords. This is another mythological scenery, but the reimagination of it in the by the pre-Raphaelite painters, it seems. And we have another Five of Wands. It seems we're gonna have some challenge. And the Six of Wands, you see the Lady Godiva depiction, it looks like that. And the next message, Seven of Cups. This time we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the excuse me, I think this is the Magician. You see the tools there. You see the tools here. Oh, and the Hangman. Okay. Let's leave the deck here. What can we say? Still a lot to talk about. Okay, now I see here in general the message when I evaluate and look at this 9 cards totally. Yes, detached from drama. We have also Pallas Athena and detached from drama. Pallas Athena is a good strategist, by the way. Is a good strategist. she usually cuts through these unnecessary entanglements and sees right through the situation. Now, here the drama part, I think, these 2 5s here, and with the magician and the hangman, though there is a here an action we are putting on hold. Why we are doing it? I think here there is our ability to act on behalf of ourselves in this particular reading, but it seems this planning and acting on our plans evokes some type of some situation with others. So it creates that someone may make you feel like guilty because you are acting without them, and they may tell you that you know, why you are doing this by yourself, and there can be something like, they may say, okay, there is some kind of a penalty, punishment, or some type of you know, a bad consequences, let's say, if we do this like without them, or but I think this is actually not a situation that we need to ask consensus of others, because here with the Queen of Pentacles we have the resources, we are planning, we have opportunity, and remember in the previous readings we did, there were this plenty of opportunities I was talking about, and I think this part is now, it's time to act on them, and like what type of opposition we get or what struggles we go through in this journey. At some point though, maybe due to that inflicted drama, we really get confused and give ourselves a voluntarily halt. And it's like now we are rethinking the situation with all its aspects like once again. Actually, we are like falling back what we have started. So the drama maybe causes that. Of course, there can be other ways to why are we doing these readings in the end. We are doing it so we can have this prior awareness for the situations. Of course, if this resonates, it may not resonate with everyone, but then, you know, are we just creating some kind of an extra conversation with others in a place that we actually don't need to? So, or this drama being now created in the surroundings, it's like we may of course refrain from that, but the catastrophe, the drama, let's say, may make us also to see others and with what we are really surrounded after all this time. So that drama actually may reveal, the drama may have some epistemological information of value there. So maybe that's how we can look at it. Here the situation also, you know, comes to a point, I think it makes us to question something. Now, okay, we are going to act in a certain way, but are we like seem to look so mysterious for the others, and that creates some kind of like effect on them, like because they are creating this because they think that maybe their consensus hasn't been taken, or blaming one to act on a maybe personal gain, and this and that, and there are many arguments they bring, and it's like in the end you're gonna be punished, and this and this. So I think here this makes one like feel really dubbed now about the abilities they have, the magician and the hangman, like putting one on hold, like it is creating some kind of a question mark within ourselves. But this may be also some type of the problem is it may be like a gaslighting. So this person actually may gaslighting us, like telling us things, like making us to believe, let's say, their lies. Okay, what happens to the gaslighting victims? Gaslighting victims in real life, in your one-on-one interactions, that person you are all the time together, and they make you to convince that you can't do something, you know, and they don't give any kind of a further conversation. It's like making you to feel like you have this, like this ability. So they are like gaslighting. I think here there is an effect, so we need to be then careful from being gaslighted. That's why we need to detach from the drama they create. But what epistemological information it is going to create, we're gonna know about the person. Maybe in the conversation wise we're gonna hear a few things. They may be true though, but I think we shouldn't let this to affect our course. Also, this is something I am seeing in this reading. I want to get something like guidance or something directional here, because here it's not about we stop here. Yes, this person, let's say, is making us to doubt our ability about something, but the thing is that if we have to stop at some point, we need to maybe there we have the Seven of Cups here. There can be here a wrong type of not a wrong choice, but it's like, are we really choosing something we need to? I mean, are we really making our mind to move in that direction? This Lady Godiva, you know, she was put naked. She was riding the horse like naked in the history to protest. Here there can be also some type of a maybe a protest going on, like it can be also something like that. For instance, in the second scenario, let's say we are going to we are giving some deep thoughts here, and we finally come to act on our thoughts, but there is this some type of protest against something, make us to like doubt. This is for, of course, now 2 days, making us like doubt if it is really maybe the right time for us to act upon. We may stick with our goals, that's okay, and maybe we can use this time to clear out other things. If there is a drama previously attached to these circumstances, we may actually find the ability to detach from this drama, and then maybe with a more appropriate timing we can still act on what we are planning to do. This is also something, another scenario. So we have, again, I pick a bluish card here. So this is about the intuitive nudges. It talks about the language of the soul. This is about our profound sense of inner knowing, and intuition being one of the greatest gifts we possess in life. And this is about being connected with our higher self, with the universe and the divine spirit. So the hangman energy, to me, this Piscean energy now also telling me that, and Saturn now in Pisces, of course, in the skies. So some maybe limitations around movement, we feel a bit restricted. Maybe it doesn't feel like right time. Maybe in the situation we need to look for some other elements. I mean, are we really fully ready for it? Are we really fully ready to go? This is going to be important, because with the hangman energy, there are some things we maybe need to still consider there. So on the other hand, I don't see the hangman here like, you know, we are being prevented, but when we evaluate all the conditions here, maybe there is something we need to consider that we haven't, and maybe we have to do some sacrifices here in order to manifest, in order to move towards our manifestation. What also sacrifices we can make, we may know them intuitively. We will understand that once we cut ourselves from the drama, because this is gonna also make us to connect with our intuition. So a safe spot, a calm spot, where you meditate, be with yourself, you know, taking deep breaths if there is a difficult situation with these two fives. Because here, like, there is going to be some type of victory. Maybe you can, you may have the rightful credit now, you may move on, but it feels to me like why we look like we feel guilty here, you know. I think the understanding comes to that, like, we can really take action. There is no, you know, regrets of taking actions towards our desires, but also there is something we need to surrender flow of life, as something here prevents maybe to move like fully. There is a message, it tells us like we got to trust to the universe's plan for us, and because here we are questioning our abilities, or someone is gaslighting us to question our ability. Okay, this gaslighting I'm definitely getting from this. We can see the situation maybe like, okay, there is this ebb and flow, what this person thinks about me is their dysfunctional behavior of gaslight. If someone needs to sit and criticize it, I am the person who will do that for myself. It's like you can tell this person you don't need their opinion. So because if someone here is capable, it's you here who can do that for yourself. Because Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, you have it here. You have the thing. You have the thing. And I think with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands, we are also on this day letting go of an old way of thinking, and the things arises when we actually happen to follow a new perspective in our path. And as this is going to create a level of manifestation, the struggle we go through here, we want to pursue. and the struggle we go through here is that maybe the opposition we face is that someone is opposing to our new way of now thinking. Some things are really bound to change on the day in our thinking as well. And maybe the problem here, we want to go with a bit maybe too passionate, let's say forceful with our goal. But the thing is that regardless of the drama taking place, what we need to trust, I think, is something wants to go like unfold naturally. The messages, we need to be like more patient. Okay, we need to be like maybe more patient. And what we want to manifest here, we have the Magician. It's going to work when we really trust the process. And also with the Hangman, I think also one of the ideas is that we need to let go of any attachment to the outcome here. This is like the because it's gonna naturally take shape. What we can control here, we can control our involvement with that drama, okay? And we may also take ourselves from that drama. We don't want to involve in that. We have the perspective, this is a fresh and new thing. But yes, again, that gaslighting energy, I think something makes us to like doubt ourselves. There is a difference between taking a new perspective and reconsidering your situation, but there is also a difference between being gaslighted and starting to doubt your abilities. There is a difference there. This person is not giving you perspective. This person is giving you gaslighting, okay? You have the perspective here. We can see you have the perspective here in the beginning. It's just like there is some type of a clash, just our will to maybe with the timing we want to move faster, but the universe planning some kind of a different time schedule for us there, I have to say. So I think this is the overall message here. Now, why don't we get some I want to see what to clarify. Let's see these 2 5s, okay? Let's clarify these 2 5s. I want to watch a film nowadays, but I cannot find it. I cannot find it. I cannot find the film. I don't have Netflix. I have cancelled my Netflix account a couple of years ago because it was like this loop, and I feel like they are putting me some kind of a loop, and it's like there is this room, and with all the taste of things, it's just my own echo of things, and wasn't giving me a creative space to discover things. But I know this Groundhog Day, I think maybe in Netflix, by the way, Netflix changes according to countries. Okay, so in my country, Netflix may not have the films that you have in your country, so it's a bit different there. But I wanted to watch the Groundhog Day. This is the film I wanted to watch, Groundhog Day, by Bill Murray. So I'm just seeking that film because I watched it like years ago, like many moons ago. But then it suddenly, I have to see this movie again. There was something with the timing there. This guy in the film was repeating the same time every day. There is also Andy McDowell, I think, in that. I felt like I have to see this film, So there is something I have to see in this film, it seems. Now I am searching Groundhog Day like crazy, where I can get it. Okay, so I was. Oh yes, we were. I was so much into the Groundhog Day. Okay, so it's a nice winter film. There are some films I really like to remind myself in winter time, and films also in summertime. It's for me very different. Also in spring, of course, there is a more fresh energy there. What this struggle is for? Oh, there you go. Well, we said for Saturn in Pisces, right? For the Hangman, we said restrictions and things. So what we have here, we have the Pisces, and we have again the Hangman, and again another Queen of Cups, the water energy. So, okay, now in this one, Pisces energy is very strong, really, at this time. Very strong. Now, I want to tell you that in this particular struggle, this drama, unfortunately, there is a big conflict. It just a bit paralyzes us, actually. It paralyzes us. There are, I think, various viewpoints with some emotional, also heavy climate. So it seems to me like fighting against one another. There are many viewpoints, objectives, which are causing like disagreements and discords. And I think that was actually a situation which hasn't been talked or discussed long time. It was held. But when we now someone maybe wants like the address these things now, and there is a challenging time. The intense emotional air may, of course, may not help us actually to move forward in this one, but some things needs to be acknowledged. It seems some things needs to be brought out. Some people maybe have a really difficult environment here now. I can see that, but it may feel like some of us maybe have this cutthroat environments. Maybe some of us are in environments where power and success are achieved by, you know, any means necessary. Maybe an unfair competition, or there is this Six of Wands, of course, can be the winner card, but what winner or wannabe winner wants to use that in terms of tactics to gain this maybe upper hand, maybe someone causes like this great deal of pain and loss for the also loser. That can be a group or team, internal conflict, maybe, well, not betrayal, but someone maybe here is just, you know, it's like saying I am doing like all the work by myself and I'm not given credit. Or someone takes like the giant proportion of a difficulty, but the other is just like fighting for to get like the credit of it. There can be emotionally immature people, okay? sometimes a little small understanding that has happened in the past, now it spirals like out of control maybe, and due to the miscommunications or prejudices, it may also lead to some more other fallouts. I mean, it's very complicated, but yes, it's drama, but there are some information one can really learn. This drama has epistemological value, let's say. Okay, let's see the situation like that one more time. With this magician, what we want to achieve? With this magician, what we want to achieve? Six of Wands. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. Minchiati deck does it again. Minchiati decks, this deck is my miracle deck. It likes to repeat always the cards here. This time the Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles reversed. Someone is like telling the other person, this is the way we have to, like this way to follow, or we have to give credit to this person, this is the winner. It's like sometimes this in the Olympics, someone wins, there are two winners, they check the right in the metrics, who is the winner, and then they can't find the winner, they can't decide for the, let's say, and they accept two of them, let's say, winners. Or in this photo finish of some competitions, they see, who is who. But here, I think the problem is that before beginning this, we need to acknowledge a particular maybe lost or a win in this, and we are unable to do that. It's like sometimes maybe being a referee in a game, for instance, but you need to ask your other colleagues, you need to check from, I don't know how the sports now, for instance, is doing this now. Of course, there are kinds of sports and they have different techniques maybe to determine some actions which need some game related penalties. There is some type of if someone claiming this player did this to them, like, right, so there is some type of a checking. It's we are like subjected to some type of I'm giving examples, of course. I'm not necessarily talking about a sports field, but just to give you example that what is going to be acknowledged out of this is also maybe making us to stop, and we are like waiting, like someone will evaluate something there for us first maybe, and there are some different ways and choices that needs to, viewpoints that also needs to be acknowledged there. It's like sometimes this feels like we're gonna claim our own success after a long struggle, and we want to actually feel joy, let's say, and we, for instance, this may again with the Six of Wands, it may bring, of course, that socially this status or recognition in an achievement or something like that, but there is an imbalance here, something out of balance. We cannot adapt the new information to an existing maybe reality. We need to check it from different angles. And like there are maybe some pressure or like demands on us, like we have to juggle multiple things while maybe we are the referee there, or we are waiting for that referee's decision, kind of thing. So we are facing a situation that needs some time, I think, to unfold before we fully ready to act on. I also feel someone is here competing for the attention of others, but it's like we don't want to. That's why the drama, maybe, you know, that's why we don't want to also get involved maybe with that people. But I also have to acknowledge we have also our demands, and that the demands on us are like competing and we want to still achieve something here. Yeah, the definition of success, the definition of social status, where we are really coming from, what is really fueling this situation. You know, before we moving forward, what we have to acknowledge, what we have to credit, or someone or something will give us credit. We are all like waiting for that. So there is some kind of a halt energy today. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so we may be you see again the Pisces energy, and we have the Leo energy. Pisces, Leo energy. Yes, Six of Wands is the Leo card, and Five of Wands, Leo card. We have this watery energy of Pisces with the Hangman. So these are the signs. The signs, let's say, zodiacal energy isn't Leo, is actually you know, through the struggles, want to achieve, want to be boss, want to be leader. Leo is leadership, but actually it means leading from the heart. Pisces energy is actually more about, of course, like humanitarian. It's more of like a service sign. Virgo, service sign. Pisces, service sign, because Virgo, Pisces, access. And they're opposite sides, but actually there is a service around that, but in just different dimensions. Virgo is more like a serving to the five senses, like this material world. Pisces energy is more of like the humanitarian, spiritual, more universal type of, let's say, service. So the service, the way that we wanna put service, but also how we will be acknowledged, or the competitive energy around it, it seems clashes. Okay, so this can be some way to look at it. About love, let's get also with the love energy. Let me check the angel cards. We have the forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yes, we have talked about, actually, not necessarily associated with the reading, but there is a situation which was on hold, hasn't been addressed before, right? So it's not being addressed. Maybe that's why it's causing so much drama. Forgiving, learning, family issues, they are all, it seems, aspects and playing roles in our love life. And we have also the soulmate energy in this. Wow. It's like to learn to deal and having the awareness of a situation which was long time lingering with regards to forgiveness, healing, family issues may bring us the soulmate energy. Forgiving does not mean, by the way, you are taking people back to your life. Don't mix it. A lot of time that how to say, there is a bit misconception about forgiving. Forgiveness is definitely has a transformative power in our life, and it actually comes with the healing association. It has definitely a transformative power in our life, and a lot of us have really real life experiences about that, especially when it comes to, you know, overcoming betrayal, loss, trauma. We or people around us more or less has gone through these things, but forgiving has some complexities within itself, but from forgiveness it can really, and with the healing it may really bring a lot of personal growth and emotional freedom here. Forgiveness first is a choice. That's what we need to understand, and forgiveness is actually a conscious decision that we make for our own well-being. It's not about condoning, it's not about forgetting the hurtful actions of others, but rather about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment around it. We know that also forgiveness is a process. It is not a one-time event. It's a journey. It takes time and effort. It definitely involves acknowledging our pain. It involves understanding the impact it has had on us. Here maybe in this drama, as I said, it's a epistemological information, value to it. That's what we maybe understand from it. Forgiveness is for ourselves. Don't forget that. Forgiveness is for ourselves. Is not about the person who hurt us, but it's about our own healing and growth. Okay? By forgiving, we are releasing ourselves from the emotional baggage that holds us back and find inner peace, and maybe was blocking us to call our soulmate there. And please don't forget another thing: forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiving someone does not necessarily mean that we have to reconcile or maintain a relationship with them. It's possible to forgive someone and still you can choose to keep your distance or set boundaries to protect yourselves. Okay? Don't forget that. We also need to acknowledge that forgiveness is actually a gift to ourselves. Forgiveness actually requires empathy, understanding. It's a lifelong practice. It's not easy. It's a personal journey, and all these things. It can be very challenging with the forgiveness. There is no one size fits all approach kind of thing. When it comes to these situations, every person goes through different things. But when we take, of course, take a look at the common sense, it may come down to one big giant concept about forgiveness, what it is not and what it really is. We also need to acknowledge on this day that I think everyone's path is different, and it is very much essential to honor our own processes. This is also something we can mention for this day, these first 2 days of December, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy this reading. So I'm very happy to catch you up with the daily diary readings. Oh my goodness. Dairy free readings. Gluten free and dairy free readings. Yes, I have to use this. Non-dairy, gluten free, no refined sugar, not sugar free, but let's say without refined sugar. Okay, so gluten free, non-dairy free. So if you have some kind of a this if you need some more refined approach to situations, maybe this reading can give you that. It is definitely friendly to the these allergies we have, right? I don't know, maybe you also have. I have a gluten-free diet. Gluten-free diet, refined sugar-free diet, and dairy-free diet I follow for the last years. So for those who are having the similar thing, maybe can emphasize. So I hope you enjoy your gluten-free and dairy-free reading, ladies and gentlemen. I will speak to you in the next readings. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments, your super thanks donations and super chat donations to honor and to give back. Thank you and see you next time. Take good care. Bye bye.